Board meeting of July 2003. At this time, I'll call the meeting to order and invite you to join us in a silent moment of prayer, and followed by the oath of allegiance to the flag of our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'm required to state that adequate notice of this meeting has been provided indicating the time and place of the meeting in accordance with Chapter 231 of the Public Laws of 1975. By advertising a notice in the Star Gazette, the Express Times, and by posting a copy on the bulletin board in the municipal building. May we have a roll call, please?
Member Coyle, Member DeLeo, Member Hartman, Member Polito.
Here.
Member Weeks.
Here.
Mayor Mangucci.
Here.
Vice Chair Sampson.
Here.
And Chairman Van Vliet.
Here. We have a quorum. We'll move on to old business. This is a resolution memorializing the application by the Cubes concerning Block 102, lots 9.01 and 9.03. Anybody have any, I'm afraid to ask this question, any questions on the resolution? This is supposedly the latest copy. I'll entertain a motion to pass the resolution.
Motion.
Do I
Second.
hear a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call vote, please.
Member Polito.
Yes.
Member Weeks.
Yes.
Mayor Mangucci.
Yes.
Vice Chair Sampson.
Yes.
Chairman Van Vliet.
Yes. Resolution passes. Doesn't require blank signatures, okay. Does anybody from the public have public comment?
Any public, is this the end of the meeting?
This is the end of the
Regular
meeting.
public comment?
Yeah, you can,
Okay.
there's no public
Okay.
scrutiny of the
You
resolution.
gotta go.
Only with the resolution?
No.
Is this only for the resolution, or is this?
No.
Okay, got it.
This is everything but the resolution.
Okay. Okay. Donna Schneider, 26 Meadowview. I have a question about Berry Plastics. Who is moving into Berry Plastics?
I have no idea.
You have no idea who's moving into Berry Plastics?
I don't know if it's a sale, or if it's a new VC or lessor. From what I understood, Stag Real Estate Investment Trust sold it to one of the corporations of NFI. That was a recorded deed in the Warren County Register there. Other than that, I have heard nothing about from NFI other than that the application was turned down, and that's where it stands.
The application was turned down by
The planning board,
the planning board?
yes.
Okay, so, but they're doing construction and moving into the building, and they have for hire signs all over the place, so how, if it got turned down, how are they moving
Well,
in?
we didn't, put them out of business. They can carry on the business they want to carry on in that building.
The site plan for the other warehouse was turned down. My
Oh,
question was kind of
that.
along the same line was, okay, if a new person buys it, do they have to come in front of
Before.
us? And I believe that the answer was, as long as the use stays the same, they don't have to come in front of the planning board.
They
So-
wouldn't anyway. They'd have to go through in front of the Board of Adjustment. There's another question there is that since that building was extended by the Board of Adjustment, we really have no jurisdiction over it.
So,
It's pretty complicated, but I understand there are several lawsuits that are against the planning board and the council and of how far it's going, where it's gonna go. Your guess is as good as mine.
So I guess I'm trying to figure out if somebody, how do you know it's the same use that's going in there? Unless they come in front of the planning board and tell you it's the same use. So they can
It
say, yeah,
goes-
it's going to be the same, and then they have something completely different in there. There's got to be some way to monitor that without just
Well,
saying,
yeah,
yeah, do what you want in
The
there.
building inspector can make the inspection for enforcement. We have no jurisdiction over that.
So
The only thing that they would be coming for is it an expansion of the building? We really, unless it's a bulk variance for zoning, it has to go to the Board of Adjustment for any zoning change or approval of zoning change.
So they went in front of the zoning board? Did they present something in front of the zoning board, whoever is moving in?
If they're changing the zoning. If it's warehousing that they're working on, and they can paint the walls or put up new partitions inside without the permission of us, unless it's a change of, as I said, a change of use.
They already have warehouse as a use.
The warehouse is a use.
Mhm.
That's the same, so any warehouse, it's not limited to a certain type of warehouse for that use?
Well, Berry Plastics, when they put that addition on there, that was before
We got into.
before we got into all the lawsuits
I
and
would think
everything.
that, I mean, the building.
That was a
inspector-
long time ago,
The building inspector would have to go in there and inspect any construction going on inside there. They should have pulled a permit for that, if in fact there's something going on in there.
there's been contractors in and out of there, there's for hire signs. They're saying, there's a big sign up for hire, so they're moving in, whoever it is, they're moving in. I just find it hard to believe that nobody in the township knows who's moving into a building in the township. Just,
I can tell you, nothing's crossed my ears.
nothing's crossed your ears at all.
Nope,
Just,
nope.
okay, that's very odd.
Well, the sign for Colliers has now been painted over,
Right,
so I have no idea are they managing it? They have what's it called? 10-year, some type of lease that allows them to do, they have to do, the leasee has to do all of the maintenance on the building and that.
so if that building was a McDonald's and they sold it and Burger King bought it, Burger King does not have to come in front of any board here because it's the same use. That's how it works?
I wouldn't say any board, but it doesn't come before the planning board unless they're increasing the footprint or doing something else there.
Right, so if they took the same building and changed it to a different food place without expanding, then they could just go in there and there's nothing that needs to be done with the
As long
town.
as it's
They don't have to
within the law,
submit
yeah.
anything.
I don't know if I got all the answers, but I think the planning board doesn't have the answers for that. I mean, we don't answer to the zoning, we don't answer to everything else that's in the county.
Of course not, but they would come in front of the
But-
planning board if they're planning to
If they're
be
planning
a
on
business in
changing
there.
something, Yeah,
Right,
but,
Well, you're
you know what I
talking
mean,
about saying
go in front of
business.
the other boards, I mean, Beth would be the one which comes back.
yeah, I know, I'm not asking about the other board's
I don't-
time for you.
I think,
I'm
Donna, the
just-
only thing I could do
yeah.
at this point is call down our construction office tomorrow, see if there've been any permits put for anything on that property.
That's what I would say.
So
Okay,
I'm not aware of anything going at
okay,
this point, so.
okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Seeing none and hearing none, public portion is closed. I will now entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor signify by saying yes.
Yes.
Any noes? Any abstentions? The meeting is closed. I hope you save the stub of your ticket so you can get back in.
It's amazing the things you do over the years.